Hey everybody, Peter Valley here, and Online Book Arbitrage, the webinar that started it all, is back. This is a system for finding cheap books on Amazon that you can resell back on Amazon for big profits. No tools and no experience required. This is a free webinar. I've only done it a couple times, and it is back. Consider this fantasy for just a second. What if you had access to a massive source of cheap books that you could resell for big profits on Amazon? That's the fantasy everyone's chasing, right? What if that source had a virtually limitless supply and you would run out of money before you ran out of opportunity? What if this source never closed? And what if that source was Amazon itself? Well, in 2015, I had an idea, a crazy idea. I was at my number one most lucrative book source. I made about $1,000 a month off this one source. Despite the prices of $4 and up for books, this was a very expensive source, I still made a killing utilizing the pricing leverage of FBA and pricing my books way higher and still making tons of money. And that's when it hit me. If I'm paying this much for books, why not try this on the biggest source of $4 and up books in the world, which is Amazon itself? It was a totally bonkers idea, but if it worked, I knew it would change everything. Well, it worked. I started buying cheap books on Amazon, reselling them FBA, and profiting the difference without ever leaving my computer. Right away, I was sourcing books from around $4 to $10 and reselling them FBA for $25, $35, $50 and up. I could do it from a Starbucks patio. It was a source that never closed, and there was a limitless supply. And I very quickly realized that Amazon itself was the biggest book source anywhere. I decided one day to share my simple system with the world. I announced a free webinar on my website, fbamastery.com, called Online Book Arbitrage. In it, I taught a simple system for finding cheap books on Amazon that you can resell back on Amazon for a profit. No tools, no experience required. Almost 800 people registered for my free webinar, and basically a new era of book sourcing was born. Since then, I have written books on online book arbitrage, like you see there. I've actually built tools for it, and I've made a lot of money doing it myself. But as for that webinar, I only did it twice. Well, guess what, you guys? Online Book Arbitrage is back. This is my free webinar teaching my entire system for sourcing books on Amazon itself. So here is the Online Book Arbitrage system in 3 steps. This is exactly what we're going to learn. Part number 1, we're going to talk about finding cheap books on Amazon using Amazon's advanced search page and how to hone in on the most profitable books quickly. Part 2, we're going to talk about reselling FBA and basically utilizing the pricing leverage of Fulfillment by Amazon to get double, triple our investment back or even more. Part number 3, well, there's not much to talk about here. We're just going to talk about profiting. This is the part where you just sit back and let the money show up in your bank account. Pretty easy, right? So here is exactly what you're going to learn on this free webinar. We're going to talk about advanced search hacks, how to take online book arbitrage to the next level. We're going to talk about the top 7 ways to make money. These are the top 7 things I've learned doing online book arbitrage for 2 years. Exactly how to spot profitable books. There's actually clues you have to look for, 6 of them. I'm going to go into those. Examining Amazon's advanced search feature, how to utilize this page for maximum profits, how to choose quality search terms, which is a big part of online book arbitrage, the 3 tools of online book arbitrage that will streamline the process dramatically, how I figured all this stuff out, kind of go into the history of online book arbitrage a little bit. A live search, this is where I put my money where my mouth is and do a live search on Amazon. Let's hope I don't embarrass myself here. Why books are uniquely suited for online book arbitrage, and the only 2 ways you can screw this up. If you can avoid these 2 things, you cannot lose. And a ton more, including advanced tactics. We're going to talk about Amazon gift card arbitrage. This is an online system you can actually use to profit off of Amazon trade-in value, totally risk-free. We're going to talk about a paint-by-numbers formula. This is actually a quick system for making $1,000 a month without leaving your computer. I promise to deliver on all this stuff. Okay, so you're probably wondering, Peter Valley, what is the catch? Well, there's actually 2 things. First thing, this is extremely limited. We're limiting this to 500 seats. This is a live webinar. This is going to fill up. Okay, the last time I did this, it was close to 800 people. This will fill up, so you've got to grab your spot right now. Number 2, I don't do replays at all, ever. Other guys do replays. My rule is live webinars only, so you actually have to register and be there. So you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Well, number one, there is no shortage of books to go around. So basically, I get to show off a little bit how smart I am, and everyone goes home happy. Two, I like to hang out with you guys. I spend a lot of time on this computer, and I don't get to hang out with you guys live in real time that much. This is a live webinar, so it's kind of fun for me. Three, I get to test out new experimental material. And if you guys have been in my webinars before, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. I like to give away some stuff at the end that you can't get anywhere else. And so those of you who know what I'm talking about are kind of chuckling to yourself because you've been there. Though, for the rest of you, well, it's going to be a mystery. You have to wait to the end of the webinar. So this is it, you guys. Online Book Arbitrage is back. Live event, limited spots. You got to hit the register button right now, and I will see you over there.